Hello, welcome to Bob's Dungeon. My name's Bob, I'll be your host. And in this video, we're going to look at some more alternative miniatures for your tabletop role-playing game. Myself, I don't really like to use miniatures in my game. It's just something I've never gotten into. But there are a lot of people out there that do like to use miniatures for their games. So we're going to look at some alternative miniatures. And in this video, we're going to look at some for your Transformers or other Mecha style role-playing games. And I've already looked at a few of these miniature Transformers before, and we're going to look at another set this time. The ones in this video are ones that have special action features beyond being able to transform. So let's go ahead and look at these miniatures. The first one we're going to look at is this guy right here. Now, before we turn him into his robot mode, we're going to show off his action feature. His action feature involves these gears right here. And to show off what he does, we're going to get Cyclonus here out. And this guy will plug into Cyclonus right here underneath. If I can get it to plug in. There we go. And Cyclonus has this trigger on the back here. When you pull the trigger for Cyclonus, the guns move. They don't move that much, but they move a little bit. So we'll unplug him. And we'll show off his robot mode. And he's very easy to transform. You just move his legs out, or pull them out, flip his feet down here out, and then move his arms up, turn his head around. And that's this little guy. You can turn it to waist. And that's pretty much all there is to him. And he came packaged with two other guys. The first one is this guy right here. Again, we have the gears on the bottom. So we'll plug him into Cyclonus real quick. And when you pull the trigger, the little blade moves. And his robot mode is really weird looking. So let's get him in that mode. First, you move his legs down. Flip his feet up. You disconnect this back here to fold out his arms. That rotates up. You flip his chest up. And that's him in robot mode. He's got a big saw in his hand. And that's pretty much it. The third guy that came in their pack is this guy. Like I said, I don't remember their names, but he's got this bore. So we'll plug him into Cyclonus. And when you pull the trigger, the bore turns. Now, you probably will not use any of these action features in your tabletop game using these guys as miniatures, but I figure I'll go ahead and show you what they do. Now, to transform him, you just flip his feet up, move his legs down, move these up into position for his arms. He's got the big bore for one arm and this little bitty gun for the other. And you turn his head around. And that's him. These guys, these ones aren't very articulate because of their action gimmick, but they will work for robots in your game. The next set we're going to look at is kind of neat. The first one of the set is this skateboard. Yes, there was a Transformer that was a skateboard. And if I remember right, I do remember his name, and it was Grindor. But to transform him, you flip him down like that. Flip his arms down. You flip these panels down to reveal his face. You move his legs down like that. And you turn, well, I think that's it. Nope, you turn his legs around. And that's him in his robot mode. And he came with 3 buddies. I'll show you their action gimmick in a minute, because they share a gimmick together. And the next one is a bicycle. And being a bicycle, he looks pretty weird in robot mode. But he's pretty easy to transform. Those are his arms. For his legs, you just flip that down, pull it apart a little, and move the pedals forward for his feet. And that's it. He's rather a skinny boy. The third member of their set is a scooter. Little bitty moped looking thing. To transform him, you just pull the front apart and lower them as arms. And then you pull them up like that. And that's his robot mode. Now, what makes these guys special, their action gimmick, is they share an action gimmick together. And these guys combine to form a larger robot. Let's see if we can get them in their robot mode. Now, it's been a long while. So this might take me a minute. Oops, and his handles popped off. Which is okay, they go back on pretty easily. Alright, this is taking me a minute. I can't remember how that... There we go. There we go. But that's his legs. And then we go to Grindor. Let's see if I can get him right. Grindor's legs become the arms. And that's their combined form. And his name is Perceptor. So that's him. The next one we're going to look at is this jet here. And his transformation is pretty simple. You pull the front out, flip these up for the feet, move up his arms, okay, I've got him out of, there we go. And that's him. Pull his arms down. Now, his action feature I'll show you when I show you the other two members of his group. We got this other jet, and his transformation is pretty weird. He's got a landing gear in the front if you need it, but you just fold his legs down. You move the back of the jet to form his chest, move his arms down, and pull his head up. And there he is. Not much articulation in them, but they do a lot together. And the final jet in their little group, again, he has a landing gear, but you flip the nose cone back, you unpeg the legs, rotate them down, put them in position, and then put his arms up and move them down. And that's his robot mode. Now, these guys, whoop, his arm fell apart, but it pops back on pretty easily. It's clear plastic, so it's bound to break on me. And it looks like it has. It cracked. But these guys combine. And it's rather silly, but effective. Put them in their plane modes. And this will take me a minute. Once you get them back in their plane modes, these guys, flip that up like that, which combines, if I can find it, well, you flip the front of this jet, so they put it back together. Like that. And it combines, that connect these two together. And then the back of this jet hooks into him. Just a second. so that you have a sword. And the bigger bots can use it with the handle there. And that's pretty much all he does. Now for the last set I got. First one is this race car. And he is pretty much exactly like Starscream's Minicon, Swindle. Move his arms out, spread his legs apart, and fold his feet down. Excuse me. And that's all there is to him in this transformation. The next one we have is this guy. And let me see. It's been a while since I messed with these guys. Okay. Find his arms. Oh, yeah. You pull the back end apart like that. Turn him up like that. Turn his face up. And separate his legs. And that's him. Like I said, these guys, since they do more, they aren't very articulate. But this last one to their group, he is the weirdest one. I can figure him out again. Okay. You have his head, you pull it out. You pull him open. Flip out his feet. And then his arms are the worst. They pop out just like that. Now what these guys do is they pretty much go along with your shield. Let's get them back in their vehicle mode so I can show you what they do. And it's not that spectacular, but it's kind of neat. All right. Now this guy, it's been a while. Let's set him aside for now because this is the one that is the bulk of it. You fold him in half. I open him. You flip these parts out. These little wings. Then take him. Let's see. He connects the little peg there. Pegs into this hole here. And how did he connect? Oh yeah. He connects down here. These pegs peg into the holes in his legs. If I can remember exactly how that works. Oh yeah. You put him in this position, and then the holes in the legs peg into him. And what he is a shield. So he kind of goes with the sword. And like I said, I'm not going to transform him, but which is okay because he doesn't have any holes in his hands to hold them. But that's the way they work. And all the Minicons from this era, they have these holes so they can plug into the Transformers to unlock different things. Like he would launch the missile there. And these guys were available during Transformers Energon and Armada and Cybertron lines. And that's pretty much all there is to them. And some of these gimmicks are not that great. This guy kind of scares me because he's made of this clear plastic, and anybody that knows anything about clear plastic Transformers knows they don't last very long. You can see a break in this wing right here. Like I said, I think one guy's arm might have broken. But anyway, these can be substituted for your miniatures for using Transformers or any other robotic mecha game. So thank you for joining me at looking at these miniatures. These guys will probably be pretty expensive if you try to find them online. And that's online or in a thrift store is probably the only place I can think of that you can buy them. A flea market, convention maybe. But they'll probably cost you quite a bit. I haven't looked up to see. But anyway, thank you for joining me at looking at these alternative miniatures that you can use for your Transformers or other robotic game. And hopefully you'll join me next time where we'll talk about something else. Bye.